Some Devils. J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions on this, your favorite holiday, all of you. Fucking Halloween. So I busted out the goddamn Halloween kitty cat for you. She's in here hanging out. Gonna say happy Halloween, Evie? Huh? Hmm? Don't want to talk to these assholes? I don't want to talk to them either, goddamn it. But nonetheless, fucking have to. So, to schedule it, dog knows it just counts his fucking videos when he goes up, and I pre put them out. So there you go. Brought out the all black fucking hocus pocus kitty. Get this goddamn camera. Don't need to get the goddamn ceiling. Anyways, got a decent amount of questions to go over. First one is from an anonymous, but nonetheless, dog's favorites. Paid question. We say he's got 2 questions in there, but he sent 20 USD. Says, "Sup, J Dog? You can keep my name anonymous. I listen to your show daily and big fan. I got 2 questions for you. Two for your motherfucking paid skis. Good, because they've been drying up. So doubles are better. 1, what do you think of all these ham and eggers milking the death name and Chuck's legacy? Milking his name, like, in what sense? Like, I mean, I don't know if they're milking his name, like, so what is he? Because he gives his take on it. Personally, it drives me nuts. Bands like Gruesome, Left to Die, Death to All, etc., milking Chuck's tits this long, getting numerous tours, etc. Please make it stop already. Do you think if any of these death clone wannabes are actually giving Chuck's family royalties? I doubt it. Well, I guess okay. So you asked my opinion on that. I'll give it. First off, I mean, Gruesome. I would not throw them in the category by any goddamn fucking stretch because what do you mean? They're literally a legitimate band that sounds like death. You know, it's funny again. Look how popular Gruesome is, and they're reasonably popular. Sounds just like Death, right? And I agree. They're a good, death worship band. Well, so should Attic be giving goddamn King Diamond royalties? Should Pharmacist and Fester Decay and all the bands that sound like Carcass, should they be cutting Jeff Walker a check? Should Speed Wolf give goddamn Lemmy's family royalties? Like, what do you mean, dude? Like, they're literally just they sound like they're influent. They're a worship band. There's tons of those. Carcass worship bands, Blasphemy worship bands, Sarcophago worship bands, Bathory worship bands. So don't get you on that. I guess you can make the argument on the Left to Die and Death to All. However, a few things is you can argue it's just it is. It's a cover band that's just playing covers. I mean, look at Brian Baxter, dude. I forgot. I'm not sure what the name of his cover band is. I don't know if he said it on camera, but he does all rock songs. I think they throw some thrash metal in there too. I've never actually officially seen it, but they play shows, and I'm assuming charge a goddamn fee to play. Uh, Whoever he's covering, Rush or whoever they're playing, should they get cut at fee? I mean, that's been going on forever. People come doing cover bands, so I guess you'd have to charge them all, right? Hell, I remember being at fucking one of those wing places. Which one was it? Not Buffalo Wild Wings. Fuck, what's it called? Goddamn it! There's one in Medina. This is years ago, like at least, yeah, probably a little less than 10 years ago. We were sitting there having dinner, and there was literally a Metallica cover band. Okay, it's mainstream when it's fucking when they have that because that's all they play was Metallica covers. I know that's not the reason we went. We literally just went to they have a band outside us. They open up the goddamn. It's the place with the this is Wingstop or it's not that. That's a place though. Can't think of the goddamn name, but they kind of have the garage doors set up. They opened up the garage doors, and there was a band playing outside, and there was literally all these Metallica covers. I sincerely doubt they're giving Metallica a cut. I can guarantee you that. So, and technically with the Left to Die, and I've never seen Death to All, but what's the other guy? So Left to Die is obviously Matt Harvey, and then isn't it Rick Ross and Terry Butler? And then who's in Death to All? But they each have at least a death member, so it's like, well, Chuck's dead. Tough shit. I mean, gonna fucking go without him, I guess. Bands do that all the goddamn time. You think AAD odds giving Sinister a goddamn the rest of Sinister guys a cut? Highly doubt it. What about Napalm Death, dude? Napalm Death's literally a cover band, man. There's not one original member of that entire band. They giving the guys that were on the fucking demos and shit, are they giving them a cut? There was one guy named Justin, forget his last name. Is he getting anything? Highly fucking doubt it. So because if you're gonna go by, well, yeah, Chuck started the band, that don't mean shit by fucking today's goddamn standards. And I'm not gonna mention names. There's another person, definitely not gonna say who. Is he's annoyed by the Left to Die thing too. Um, Left to Die in the who's the other Death to All, and I guess the way I've said just don't go to it. I mean, you don't have to. It's not like it's something you have to see online or anything like that. And as far as I mean, I don't know, dude. The way you kind of say it, they're going to Chuck's families. As far as I'm concerned, dude, since everybody else is sent all my love and support to the family. Honestly, dude, fuck Chuck's family. Like, and I know that sounds dickish, but let me explain. I can guarantee you, almost without a shadow of a doubt, especially back then in the 80s when he started, first goddamn demo was 84. Dude, his parents and shit weren't supportive of it. Maybe in the sense of, oh, yeah, he'll be a musician and grow up and, oh, God, Chucky, you're really good on the guitar. But, dude, do you honestly think that they didn't think that the music was deplorable? And, oh, my God, I can't understand what you're saying. Think about what kiddos watching it today. You don't understand when Chuck's voice, that was considered like, holy shit, this is extreme on when Death came out. So when he's writing those demos and scream bloody gore, and there was a little bit of a blasphemy in there, and lyrics wise, and the gore, I can guarantee you, dude, his fucking family was not into it unless they were somewhat in the metal too, and that's extremely rare. I mean, Chuck was barely in the metal himself. By fucking spiritual healing, he was already getting burned out on death metal. So because he comes from an older generation, obviously growing up in the 70s. What do you think the odds when Chuck's parents, when they're probably growing up in the 50s then, assuming they had him around age 20 or so, what are the odds they liked fucking metal? Like at the time, Venom and Merciful Fate, and especially death metal starting up at the time. It's virtually a 99.9% chance that they didn't, because that generation in general doesn't. Again, we've already been over on this channel, and I've said it, multiple people confirmed it. Multiple. And I didn't even need them to. I was like, I know this, and anybody that says otherwise, you're just fucking lying or you have a dog shit memory. Anybody who was actually at death metal shows, I'm not talking about your dumbass fucking Megadeth or your Ozzy Osbourne shows in the year, like, let's say 1990 and 91. Let's say primarily those years. Hell, the goddamn Death Carcass tour. I put the challenge out there. Anyone that was there that wasn't stoned out of their skull or 20 beers in, I understand you're not going to remember it like it was yesterday. Put it in there. How many people in the crowd, and I'm not counting the janitor, I'm not counting the goddamn fucking any of the employees, the guy that owns the club, fans, literally fans, paid tickets watching the goddamn band. How many were 50 or older? Hell, I'll even reduce it. How many were 40 and over? DAWG's age and older. How many? I can guarantee you, 100% guarantee you, without a shadow of a fucking doubt, it was less than 10. And multiple people confirmed that for me. Multiple. That's the guy seen Cannibal in 91, Butchered at Birth. Yeah, there's like two guys. One guy's like, yeah, there was my dad was there because he took me. Exactly. Why do you think that is? That their generation was not into it. You see it now. Yeah. Hell, I'm there at shows. I'm fucking 40. It's extremely common. Half the crowd is 40 plus. Why do you think that is? Because it's now their generation. They were born in the late 70s or early 80s, mid 80s in my case. That's what they grew up on. If you were 50 in 1990, you grew up in the 60s and 70s. You're thinking this is a bunch of noise and goddamn garbage. Hence, what I'm getting at, Chucky's fucking family. So I can almost guarantee you, I mean, it's cut the shit too, dude. Like for example, like my parents and stuff. Do they have any say or contribution to Hell's Headbangers? Fuck no. I'm sure they kind of like, I mean, they were supportive in the sense that, oh, these guys are businessmen and oh, that's cool. But they didn't like the stuff that we're into. I can guarantee deep down, they would much prefer that we were selling whatever, jazz records or Christian records. Not this satanic shit. Granted, they don't give a fuck at this point because it's so far in. I mean, they don't even, doesn't even cross their goddamn minds. But I'm just saying, if they had a choice, so it's like, well, the dog dies, and let's say I was the only owner, not Erica Chase. Should they get a cut? What, the thing that you kind of look down upon? Why? Why? I mean, maybe a cut and say, hey, thanks for the help in the years of growing the business when we ran out of parents' house, some appreciation, maybe something like that. But as far as here, just take over the business. If the dog died in a car wreck and they just take it over and they get all of it, like you own the company now, kind of why? I mean, it's not like the scenario like, the dad who was taking his son out back and, playing catch with them football, and then the kid ended up he's the one that gave him all the practicing, the skills. Maybe Michael Jordan's dad or something's in this goddamn category. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know guy's fucking history. But let's just say something like that. He was basically his coach and his mentor. He was encouraging him and highly motivating him, getting him out of bed at 5 a.m. to do those goddamn layups, do those goddamn practices. And then he makes it to the NBA and he's highly goddamn successful. And when he dies, should his dad get some type of cut? In that case, yeah, he was supportive. He wouldn't have been there without him. But do you think death would exist without goddamn Chuck's parents, other than that's just whose crotch he was yanked out of? That's the way I see it. Fuck his fucking family. I can almost guarantee you, dude, they were talking shit to him when he was a teenager and shit. Oh, what's with these scary messages you got, Charles? Oh, I don't really like that. I can almost guarantee it, dude. And now, fast forward, now they want to profit off it, and I'm not saying they do, but if I'll just give the fucking middle fingers. Whoa, his sister and shit, dude. His sister and shit. Now it's grown up. She's seen how successful it was, and now, oh yeah, I'm so proud of him. Good job, Chucky. Yeah, but you weren't proud of him when he's writing the goddamn demos and scream bloody gore. I can guarantee you. At best, you were just, oh yeah, do your thing. That's what makes you happy, Chuck. Cool. But you're rolling your eyes in the back. So it's like you weren't there from the goddamn beginning. It's like, yeah, everybody wants a piece of that pie once someone's so goddamn successful. Again, I'll give you another goddamn analogy. Not that I'm anybody important, because I'm not, but even just starting this channel, dude, people that come up to me and talk to me all the time that would never even fucking even spit on my ass come up to me now. Had just the other night, I'm not saying any names, I'm not even going to say what show it fucking was. Had two random guys come up to me, now that they know the fucking face. Hey, yeah, so how do we get signed and shit? Like, oh, God. Dude, I mean, the chance of that is 99.9999%. If you got a new band, I want to get signed by House Headbangers, expect greater odds to win the goddamn lottery. Number one, we barely sign any brand new spanking bands that you've never done anything with them. This is the case that they're in. You've never done anything. It's going to blow my goddamn socks off, and then I'll send it over to Easy and Sea-Dog, and I can almost guarantee you, especially Sea-Dog, he's going to piss all over it. This name sucks. These guys look like a bunch of fucking homos. Not interested, goddammit. Drums sound like shit. I'll get something. So it's not happening. And we're booked all the way to goddamn 2026. Generally speaking, we're re-releasing like bands that we have already established, whether it be a Skeletal, Nunslaughter, Abysmal Lords, bands we already worked with. Deceased, got a new album, cool, bro. Denial of God, coming out a new album, cool. Yeah, we're working with that shit. Or reissues, classics, Back on Blacks, goddammit. Mortal Decay, watch out for that. It's coming out goddamn soon. The 3 Immolation goddamn pictures, Here and After, Failures for Gods, Close to a World Below, shit like that. And occasionally a new band will come along. I mean, who's the newest band we signed in the last 2 years? Probably Desolus. And there's a couple. I mean, look how many bands added up in the last 2-3 years that we fucking signed. So, but I get that too. Like now people want to, now, yeah, I'm proud of you, dude. Yeah, now I want to talk to you. Now they kind of know when they see shit. Dude, I even said it to fucking, I said it to Lindsay, like, after her first few interviews and that I've done, and people were liking the interviews a lot. I said, I guarantee you, 5 years from now, guarantee you when this channel blows up, because it will, go-getters, you do anything daily and you're consistent, you can fucking be successful at anything. Consistency is the key to fucking everything. I just given you the goddamn spoiler alert right there. So if you want to do it too, any of you guys can do it. I'm not doing anything special. Which is, yeah, you're going to put the time and work in. But I said, guarantee 5 years from now. So this is about a year ago. So I'm about a year and a half in the goddamn channel. I was like, it's funny how I have to fucking come to these guys and not beg them, but just fucking convince them. Had a very recent one too. The guy almost backed out of the fucking video right when I'm there, even though I emailed him in advance. And he said, yeah. And I get there, get kind of shy, that type of shit. I got a meningle to fucking get it going, getting other people to get in there to get it going. Guarantee you in fucking 5 years, a lot of these bands are going to be coming to me. I guarantee you without a shadow of a doubt, people are going to be coming to me. It's going to be a bunch of fucking bands I don't care about. Hey, bro, actually, I already had it happen 3 times. One in Cleveland, the one in the back. What the fuck? You didn't like us? I was like, yeah, you're kind of for a fucking wear back band I didn't care about. The show wasn't planning on going out. It was a Tuesday night, so no, I'm not just going there. But yeah, can you do an interview? They're going to be asking me for an interview. Why? Because, now this guy's got attention. Now they care. Oh, okay. But when I was asking the first year and shit, it was ducking the dog, no John Gallagher. For example, dude, let's cut the shit, man. Let's say I had 1 million subscribers. I'm as big as goddamn TMZ. I'm Joe Rogan. Do you honestly think John Gallagher wouldn't be doing an interview with the dog? I don't give a shit how much shit I talked about him. No, of course he would. Of course he would. So it's kind of like I have that lens because I've had it on a much smaller level, both with Hell's Headbangers and now this goddamn channel where it's like, dude, nobody gave a fuck and nobody was supportive when it was in the beginning when you were doing it. Nobody gave a goddamn fuck. You can use the bodybuilding analogy too. Tons of pros. Oh, dude, when they're teenagers growing up and they're young and they're small, they're getting up into it. Their parents are discouraged as fuck. Oh, don't do that. Oh man, that's gay. You got to get up there on stage, and those guys take steroids and shit. But as soon as they're pro and they're winning shows and they're making more money than both of them put together, it's, oh man, I'm proud of my boy. Oh man, good job. Yeah, what if he took your advice, motherfucker? He wouldn't have done it to begin with. So you didn't help him. So as far as I'm concerned, fuck you. You don't get any of my success. So that's what I say to goddamn Chuck's family, because I could be wrong, but I would, at Vegas odds, I was putting bets. Vegas says and they can prove it. What do you think the odds are? Chuck's family was not supportive in the early days. Demo, Scream Bloody Gore, Leprosy. They did it until, oh, now I see. He's bringing in the bacon. People know who he is. Then, yeah. They were taking, if they could prove that and Vegas was taking bets, I'd put 10 grand on that. 100%. So no, they don't get no goddamn cut. Suck it. Find a dick and fucking suck it. That's what I would tell them. 2, is it hard to own and run a label these days financially, speaking, since all these hoagies want to stream music for free and not support physical nowadays? See what his take on that is too. I used to be in a band, one whose name gets mentioned on your show frequently, but I'll keep names out. Cool, didn't want to talk about them anyways. And just wondering how the internet has affected things for a label nowadays, because it's definitely affected the bands in one way or another. The thing is I've always said it, dude, other than for actual just passion, if more digital, etc., if things go more digital and people don't buy CDs and LPs on a business side, great. All profit, bro. You don't gotta press anything. I don't have to store a goddamn warehouse of shit. Shipping guy, for the most part, well, you can cut your shipping time in half because you're gonna be shipping out only what you are gonna be selling is shirts, patches, pins, things like that, things that people can wear. But the actual media, no more CDs, no more cassettes. Again, I think that's Poser City, and it's not what I'm into. But I'm just saying, let's just say all you did albums, you're selling it digitally. All right, well, business wise, my fucking goddamn wallet just got fat as fuck. So I like it on that end. On passion side, I think it's gay as fuck because I think physical is the way to goddamn go. And if you can't if I can't hold it in my hand, it doesn't exist to me. When I see we got a new single out and it's fucking YouTube and Bandcamp only, that's hippie goddamn gayness. And as far as I'm concerned, you're not even a band yet. You don't have a physical copy of something, you don't even exist yet. That's my goddamn take. Do whatever the hell you will with that. But and on the flip side too, I'm not the least bit worried. I'm almost kind of hoping it does go a little bit more to digital sales. Why? Because physical will never die, and what will happen is we will press less and things will be more limited. Like for example, LPs limited to 300 copies. That's it because that's all the demands for. I prefer that. I don't like a bunch of posers, dude. When I see 2,500 Cannibal Corpse LPs and shit, I'm kind of annoying. Bunch of fucking 2,500 other fucking posers fucking have it. It's just kind of goddamn annoying because you know goddamn well that's what it is. I mean, back in the day, dude, to get the LP, because when LPs were less in the 90s, for example, Eating Back to Life, original LP, Dog owns it, of course. Butchered at Birth LP, Dog owns it, of course. Those came out in the 90s, right? To the Mutilated, Dog, especially by the Bleeding, Dog owns it, of course. I don't know how many were pressed, but it's way less than what's being pressed nowadays of vinyls because CDs were more in demand. So it was a more collectible, cool thing. You were in the goddamn cool club, and it was kind of like it's limited. It's cool. So if it does go more to digital, it's never going to die completely because there's always going to be guys like me that are like-minded. So it's like I own a more rare copy. It's cooler for that, and I'm making more goddamn money because it's digital. So there's the two sides. There's the business, and there's the physical. And if you're not in the business, well, that sucks for me, dog. I'm not in the business. Again, you have the perks, so like I do. Then you'll own a more limited product because it's never going to completely go away. And as far as bands and shit, how it affected, I mean, dude, you got to play shows, and you got to play shows. And ones that make sense. Dude, first off, put your first 5 years in where you're earning your stripes. What does that mean? Charge little to nothing. Stop doing waste of time shows. I'm not going to say any names at all because I don't want to hurt any goddamn fucking feelings. But if you're playing a show on a weeknights at some random club and you're the headlining band or you're opening up for a headliner, it's like, who? There's going to be 20 people there, dude. That is a waste of your fucking time. Don't even bother. That is a complete waste of your time. What's not a waste of your time is, and try to play these for free. Look at all the surrounding states. What is the maximum time you're willing to drive to play a show? Is it 6 hours? Is it 7 hours? Is it 8 hours? It should be minimally 6. That's my minimum. If that's my minimum. If you're in a band, you should have a little bit, at least that. 6 to 8 hours away. Look at every goddamn show, every venue, 6 to 8 hours away. Get that mapped out from every radius around your goddamn location. Any shows that come through that are metal, Cannibal Corpse, Deicide, Morbid Angel, Suffocation, even on the lower tier bands, Exhumed, Dying Fetus, Incantation, Immolation, you get the goddamn gist. Thrash, everything, Overkill, King Diamond, whoever. Contact and get in cahoots with people that are setting these shows up, get in contact with the clubs, and be like, hey, bro, we will play any of these for free. For free. Do that for 5 fucking years. How are you going to get paid? Well, you're basically not, but bring goddamn merchandise. Shirts and whatever else you have. Make sure shirts, have a CD out because you'll sell some of those. Those are goddamn cheap. You should really have at least 2 shirt designs and 1 CD. If you don't have that, pack your bags, go home. Don't even fucking do it, bother. You're wasting your goddamn time. So you're going to get some merch goddamn sales. You do that for 5 years straight, dude. I promise you, your band is going to go somewhere because you're playing in front of eyeballs and people, word of mouth is going to get out there. You play these waste of time shows. We opened up for whoever, and the headliner draws 20 people on a Wednesday night. Complete waste of your time, dude. Complete. Stay at home, watch your goddamn baseball game. That you're better off. You've accomplished goddamn nothing. So that's how you do it. A lot of bands, so live shows, the way I said it, put your first 5 years in. And then when you start doing your shows, you can draw people, charge to play live, goddammit, and get your goddamn merch up. That's how you do it. But yes, it takes fucking time and it takes hustle. It takes some goddamn elbow grease. And good luck finding that, because even if you are a super go-getter and you're in a band, I guarantee the other 3, 4 fucking hoagies that are with you are goddamn, I'm just doing this to get laid, bro, or they'll be burnt out, dead in jail, out of metal, whatever the case is, and just want to party it up. I mean, complete jackassery. I mean, even if they're the coolest guys in the world, because that's what people sign up for. Oh, bro, we both like Immolation, and he's sick. I've known him since high school. That's why he's in your band. Okay, well, great. You have a good work ethic, and he's a lazy bum. So you're going to be pulling the whole goddamn load if you don't mind doing that. So it's just extra work for you. But I understand that's what the scenes are made up of. Everybody's a goddamn knob in it, and so maybe fun to hang around with and have a good time on a weekend. That's all they're good for. Outside that, anything business, they're useless goddamn fucking turds based on my goddamn experience. So that's my goddamn take on it. Do with that whatever the hell you will. Comes with search, you know what to do. With the combat scan, 20 morning. Later, goddamn it.